Hello and welcome to Arm with Controllers. This is Fabs and today I am playing Warriors Orochi 3. That's right, 3. They've made 3 of these crazy games. So for those of you who don't know, what they basically did was they took the Dynasty Warriors games, they took the Samurai Warriors games, and they forced the two together using all kinds of crazy plot magic. And here we are now. So as you can see, there's an obscene number of characters to pick from. And as for my team, I am going to be using Azai Nagamasa, whatever, Zhang He, oh yes, and finally, let's see, who should my third be? Let's go for Sima Shi, yeah. So, as I said, there are a completely insane number of characters. I mean, you've got, this was released shortly after Dynasty Warriors 7, so you've got the entire cast of Dynasty Warriors 7, plus in addition here, in this other one category, all the mythological deities and such like from Japanese and Chinese mythology, they turn up. This one also introduced Hayabusa and Ayane from the Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden franchises, Joan of Arc from Bladestorm, Nemiya from Trinity Zillow, I think, don't know the exact details, Achilles from that Warriors of Troy game that no one played. We've got Samurai Warriors cast, everyone that's appeared in a Samurai Warriors game up to and including number 3. So that includes even the people that didn't turn up, people like, wow, his name's completely escaped me, but never mind. Okay, so, my team, the fabulous Zhang He, the snarky Sima Shi, and the relentlessly cheerful Azai Nagamasa. So, one thing about this game, because this was a sequel, unsurprisingly a sequel to 1 and 2, this, they really emphasised on the story mode in this one. In particular, because it focuses on time travel and whatnot, which makes it quite interesting. You notice some of the stages there, they've got redux underneath them. I think it redo, I don't know how you pronounce it. But anyway. So depending on what you do in a level, say somebody might die, in which case you then discover, right, XYZ is happening at this point in time. I'll go back here, prevent this from happening. Then this guy will survive the battle. And because the whole thing is trying to build up an army to take on the Hydra. The giant crazy version of Orochi, the crazy snake god. So let's do this, shall we? Okay, it's very dramatic music, surprisingly. I don't usually pay attention to this. Okay, so, this stage here, what we need to do is we need to get out before the Hydra turns up and ruins it for everyone. So all the stages, they all take place on battlefields, usually taken from the Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors games. But they'll usually have some kind of mix-up with them. They'll be joined together by crazy space-time shenanigans. Because the whole point of this game was that Orochi wants to find people to kill him. So he brought together the greatest warriors from the Sengoku and Three Kingdoms eras. Hence why. Now, of course, when the first game came out, it was a massive, fanboy-gasm was occurring. Because, they took the idea and they ran with it both seriously and they poked fun at some of the lighter aspects. So things like, I remember first level of Warriors Orochi. When I beat it, I was playing the Samurai Warriors side, and so I had Oda Nobunaga as my main character at that point, and we just rescued Huang Zhong, and he actually pointed out, so you wouldn't be related to that Cao Cao guy, would you? You do look quite alike. It's really quite fun. Okay, so one thing that this game does is it separates the characters into 4 different types. You have the speed types, technique, wonder, and powerful. So Azai Nagamasa here, he's a speed type. What this means, as you can just see there, is he can cancel the midst of his attack to jump out. So you can hopefully, if you notice the bad guy fighting is blocking everything, you can get a bit of distance and hopefully restart your attack later. And plus they can also, in the midst of a jump, do another jump and like that. So there you go. So that's why I like speed characters, they're pretty cool. We've also got technique. They tend to focus on countering attacks. They have their own special attack which uses a bit of Muso gauge, but it tends to be worth it in the end. We've got Wonder characters. They focus on breaking a guard. They're actually a new type introduced in this one. They focus on guard breaking and again also cancelling our attacks, but this time with I'd say an attack like that. See that little move that Zhang He did there, because he's Wonder type. That's the cancelling. So whenever you deal damage with an attack, you can then cancel into that. And I really like it. It means you can go completely mental by extending combos near indefinitely as long as you're hitting them. That's pretty cool. Yes, Zhang He, you are fabulous. We know. We know. And finally, we have the power types. I don't have any on this particular battlefield. They don't flinch from attacks, and they can do a really powerful unblockable attack, which is pretty nice. Okay. Now, oh yes, there's a Wonder thing I completely forget. They also have access to a special attack, which uses up some Muso. Of course, that was just far too fabulous, firing butterflies at people. But that's why we use Zhang He, because he's just that good. Okay, so because you pick teams of 3 as well, it means you get a good chance to set up your own custom team. You can have a dream team of bruisers, or you can go incredibly fabulous, which I tend to do, admittedly. Yeah, Zhang He, Chosokabe Motochika, and usually some other Zhang He. Okay, here's one pretty cool thing as well. Activating these crazy triple attacks, because what these do is, I've activated this. Now what I can do is I basically capture people within this attack, like so. Everyone does a quick smash, bang, and they drop gems which can be used for weapon trading purposes. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? I like it. So yeah, this game, I'd say it's a return to form actually for the Warriors Orochi franchise. So the first game, as I mentioned earlier, was just a complete moment of, yes, this is fantastic. In terms of story mode, you had the 4 separate modes, each following the individual. You had the individual kingdoms from the 3 Kingdoms era, or just the Samurai Warriors guys. And it began in media res. It began, oh crap, Orochi's appeared. He's taken over. We're kind of boned. And you had a really cool storyline of a bunch of underdogs trying to either get out from Orochi's heel or work out the resistance. And it was a really well played storyline and whatnot. You had hidden characters as well, which was cool. You had to deal with people like Lubu being, yeah, I work for Orochi, what you going to do about it? But then 2 came along, and 2 was pretty cool. It added a load more mythological deities and such, like people like Nuwa and the other guy whose name please escape me. They turned up from their appearance in Dynasty Warriors 3, added some other guys, some Chinese people, some other Japanese ones as well. But the problem is, the damn game, it wasn't as strong in terms of storyline. It was, okay, Orochi's coming back, random mythological persons appeared, okay, let's take him out then. Yay, he's dead, woo. This game, having such a strong focused storyline on the whole time travel aspect, it made it a lot better, I feel. You got a much better sense of why Orochi is so feared, because you had the whole 8-headed nightmare going on with the Hydra, and whenever you fought it, it usually was a pretty strong boss battle. You wouldn't be getting by it too easy. And that was quite good. So this one was a great return to form. I mean, not least because they incorporated all the great changes that Dynasty Warriors 7 introduced to the franchise. They also added a whole load more of the mythological guys. And in addition, they added the other ones from the other Koei franchises. In fact, if I remember correctly, the upcoming re-release of this game for the PS Vita, I think, which is Japan only, thanks Universe, that even adds more characters, including Sophitia from Soul Calibur, which is that's quite something. That's a pretty cool character to include. Okay, so what's actually happening in this level then? Basically, yeah, we're all running away. The three of the big top dudes have got to hang out with Cao Cao, Liu Bei, and Toyotomi Hideyoshi. They've got to escape. So let's help them out, shall we? Actually, my apologies, although Hideyoshi is kicking about, it's actually Tokugawa Ieyasu who's on the head guys. Okay. Now it's always weird looking at some of the generic bad guys, the generic bosses in this, seeing who ends up working for Orochi. It's usually people like Li Zhu or Li Ru, or the people who hung out with Dong Zhuo or Lu Bu in the Three Kingdoms era. There's always certain ones you find, yep, right, these guys are going to be evil. Enjoy killing them because you're going to be seeing a lot of them. But oh well. Let's see. Okay, one more. Let's get ourselves a... let's get to 1,000 kills, shall we? Just one more's needed. So I'm just going to run away from every one of them instead, aren't I? There we go. Haha, 1,000 kills. You are the most righteous and powerful of all. Yes, that's right, Azai Nagamasa. I should hate this guy. Everything about his character should say, I am irritating. But no. Okay, so here's one of the aforementioned mythological characters. Susanoo, the god of storms and in the mythology, the killer of Orochi. Okay, that was weird. So what I'm going to do for this particular killing is actually I'm going to smack Susanoo as much as possible. Because he is a nightmare. If I remember correctly, he is the most powerful character in the game. So I'm glad to have killed him like that. Because he does all kinds of nightmarish things involving taking your life bar to nothing in seconds. It's really quite annoying. And of course here we come to one of the problems of the Warriors franchise. If you kill a boss too quickly, often you'll find that everyone else, they want to finish what they're saying. So you gotta wait. Okay, pa-pa-dum. Yes, Mark, shall we get it? You're not fabulous enough. None are as fabulous as Zhang He. Fact. I should probably use him more. Yeah. Okay, here's the cutscene. Logically that should happen after I've killed Susanoo, but I think I was a bit too powerful. Never mind. Okay, so Susanoo, he's going to be an arrogant prig. Be all humans, you all suck. Go away. And we're going to try and convince him otherwise. Yeah. Never mind. Okay, I'm going to call it quits here. So this has been Fabs at Arm with Controllers. I've been playing Warriors Orochi 3. Join me next time for more craziness from the small island of Japan. Game hard.